What's up, Unbroken Nation? Hello, my friends. I'm Michael Unbroken, host of the Think Unbroken podcast and founder of thinkunbroken.com. And I'm honored to be your trauma coach and mentor because I believe that everyone is capable of getting unstuck, cultivating self-love, and becoming the hero of their own story. I believe that when implemented correctly, the practical tools and education you will receive from this show will help you lead an unbroken and extraordinary life. I believe that no matter what we come from, that we all have the ability to choose ourselves first, to create and manifest a powerful and grace-filled future and love the reflection in the mirror. I believe that every day is a day to grow, learn, heal, and change. That's why I started my company, thinkunbroken.com, which is an online training and healing and personal growth platform where you get everything that I know about how to get motivated, be accountable, get out of the vortex, and become the hero of your own story through community, connection, and commitment. For more information, visit thinkunbroken.com. Please listen closely as you may learn just one thing that will help you be unbroken. And please share this episode with at least 3 of your friends because we all need community and connection in our healing journey. And be sure to DM me and tag me on Instagram at Michael Unbroken so that I can say hi. I just want to thank you again for being a part of this, for listening and being a member of the Unbroken Nation. Now, let's get into today's show and make the world unbroken. What is up, Unbroken Nation? First and foremost, thank you for being here and being a part of the Think Unbroken podcast. I appreciate you so much. I want to come in here and leave some massive value about the takeaways I had for the conversation that we just had with Grace. If you missed it, go back, listen to this conversation, Breaking Free with Grace, because it is an amazing, amazing conversation about another warrior on her healing journey, trying to create impact in the world. And my 3 biggest takeaways, starting with number 1, was thinking about this idea of going from being paralyzed to sharing your voice. There's nothing more important in the trauma healing journey than stepping into your power, than sharing your voice and talking about what has happened in your life. Not in a way that you're just like dumping it into the world. I don't think that benefits anyone, but stepping into acknowledgement. One of the big words that we used in that conversation is when you step into acknowledgement, you can step into freedom. Unbroken Nation, you need to understand this. When you look at acknowledgement and you leverage it, you get to have freedom. And I'm not talking about culpability because that's a very different conversation. But in acknowledgement, what you're doing is you're looking at the things that have happened in your life. You're saying, yes, those things happen, which as a trauma survivor, that's one of the most difficult things that we will ever do. But you're not taking responsibility. You're not taking responsibility for them. I've said this before. No one is culpable for the bad things that happen. But with acknowledgement, you get to look at those things and stare them in the face and go, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. This is my life. Value number 2. This one, so important. This idea of letting go. We hold on so tightly to trying to control all of the things that happen in our lives. But one of the things that you have to understand is when you start to let go of the things that you don't control, life changes. And it's really beautiful. And in that, this has been my experience too. For years, I held on so tightly and people would say, Michael, you're such a control freak. Hey, what's up, Unbroken Nation? Michael here. I just wanted to take a moment and invite you to the Think Unbroken community coaching sessions. We start these sessions at the beginning of every month, and we take a deep dive into the baseline and frameworks of what it means to get out of the vortex and become the hero of your own story through community, connection, commitment, and education. You can learn more about this at healtraumacoach.com, where you can fill out an application and sign up for a trauma healing call with me or my team to see if the Think Unbroken community coaching sessions is right for you. That's at healtraumacoach.com. We start at the beginning of every month. I cannot wait to see you there. And I'll be honest with you, if I'm not the right fit for you, we will help you find the person that can help you on your journey. I was trying to control control the way people acted, what they said, what they wore, how they existed. I tried to control everything around me because one of the things that I didn't understand that I want to share with you right now is control is not only a defensive mechanism, but it's also a survival response. Because think about this. When we were kids, we didn't have the ability to control our outcomes. We didn't have the ability to control the abuse. We didn't have the ability to control anything. And so in that, we found chaos. And in chaos, you fall into the vortex. And into the vortex, well, we know where you end up from there. And control as an adult is thinking about, can I only control the things I can control? When I put my feet on the ground every morning, I say, I am the one in control of my life. And that's so powerful for me because then I'm able to move forward in alignment with my values and my intentions to create massive change. So thinking about it like this. Control what you can control and let go of what you can't control, because you don't get any say in other people's opinions. You don't get any say in how people act towards you. You don't get any say in whether the government does this or that guy does that, or if it rains or if it's sunny today. And when you let go, when you start to move away from the idea that you have to have your hands on every single aspect of your life and you only control what you can control, everything becomes possible. And it takes a while to get to that. I'll be honest with you. When I started moving towards this place of letting go and just letting people exist around me, it was so uncomfortable because I had to learn a new parameter of looking at the measurement of safety in my life when I was around other people. Because growing up, I had to measure people if they were safe and make snap judgments. And often that served me well. Even today, it still serves me very well. I know many people I've spoken with who come from traumatic backgrounds have the same existence or same experience, excuse me. And so when you start to let go and you look at people through the scope and the framework of your value system and whether or not they are reciprocating that to you, letting go actually becomes a really practical tool in this, right? There's the same way Grace mentioned it. Somebody cuts you off in the middle of the road, like you don't have to freak out on them. It's fine. It's fine. Let go. Stop holding on so tightly to things you can't control. And the other thing is thinking about value number 3, Unbroken Nation, thinking about this. And this is very, 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 very important. Yoga is an incredibly practical tool in the healing journey. Believe it or not. And people see me and they go, man, you're like this giant tattooed guy. What do you know about yoga? Yeah, yoga was so freeing for me because it was the first time that I found peace and space in my life where I could actually exist just within my body for an hour and let what comes come. And in that, wow, you talk about healing, massive healing in my yoga journey. That's why I still practice yoga today. And it's not even necessarily about the physical exertion, because certainly you can go do hot yoga. I've mentioned before, I did 66 days of Bikram one time. I would never do that again, but I challenged myself. I wanted to see what happened. And I find so much value in a calm, peaceful yin yoga, or in a flow yoga, and somewhere where I can just remove the day, remove the pressures of the world, remove even the pressures of Think Unbroken and speaking about childhood trauma. And yoga has become this amazing tool for me that I can always go to when I need a little bit of peace, when I need a little bit of space, when I need a little bit of time within myself. So amazing value, my friends. If you have not, please again, go and check out Grace at I Am Grateful Grace on Instagram, as well as she has a GoFundMe. Please check that out. It's very, very important what she's trying to do and being in alignment with our mission of making the world unbroken. And my friends, as usual, thank you so much for listening. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. And until next time, my friend, be unbroken. I'll see ya. Unbroken Nation, hope that you just got a tremendous amount of value from today's episode. I want to know what you think. Please do me a favor and review, rate, and share the episode with 3 friends on social media today. It would mean the world if you did, because ultimately at the end of the day, creating community and connection is how we heal generational trauma in the world. And I need your help to do that, Unbroken Nation. So if you're on iTunes or Spotify or wherever you are, please like, comment, share, review. I want to know not only what you like about the show, but how I can make the show better, how I can make this further about helping you on your healing journey. So do me a favor, and when you do, shoot me a screenshot of you making the review to my DM at Michael Unbroken on Instagram so that I can have a conversation with you, say hi, and more importantly, so I can share it with the Unbroken Nation. Thank you so much, my friend.